That's a perfect like contact image for you right there, bro.
Yeah, it is good.
Did you see it? Did it go
Yeah,
up?
no, it's still
there,
there.
You can leave it there if you want. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
No, I definitely want it to be there.
Okay. So, good morning, guys. How are we doing?
Good morning.
Pretty good, man.
So, unfortunately, we can no longer see our contacts, our guest's name. But for those of you who don't know who our first guest is, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
No, I want you to do it. Come on, man.
All right. Well, our first guest is none other than the great Gore himself, Jeremy Rodriguez. How's it
Hello.
going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Lovely.
Real professional.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
If I could shake your hand right now, I would.
Apparently, it's 10:44 in Jeremy's world right now.
It is.
So guys, let's talk about something.
There's a lot to talk about.
There is actually, right?
Yep.
Jerm, how long have we all known each other, Jerm?
I would say it's a little different for both of y'all. John, I met early in high school, and then we got really close in tennis when we all joined. Mike, on the other hand,
People aren't supposed to know that we play tennis. That's
shout out to Coach Juan.
Actually, when we're
wrestling,
rolling mats in jiu-jitsu class, that's where we met. Mike, I met him in a fist fight when we were young.
It happens,
was
bro.
actually little league baseball, is what we like to call it.
Yeah, fun fact, Mike is the exact same height that he was when he was 5 years old. So,
I mean, 7. Give me 7, bro. Come on. Whatever.
But yeah, so I have known both of y'all for quite a long time.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess over the years we've all kind of developed the equal love for MMA, and we each have our own little favorites and preferences, and we're gonna talk about some of that today. But it's cool that we can all kind of sit here now years later and talk like, all right, dude, let's talk about it. Let's talk about MMA on this podcast.
And I remember John was more into it. I'm pretty sure before both of us. I remember in high school he was still really big about it. I didn't really become a big fan until like maybe a couple years ago, but I remember those days.
I know.
What's up with your contact picture, bro?
All that pain.
I mean, we could get into it if you want.
I mean, what do you
so
have it?
We've discussed in previous podcasts our favorite fighters. I'm assuming this has something to do with maybe yours.
Just a tad. Yeah, so I could talk about my favorite fighters. First would probably be El Cucuy. Sadly, right now, it's not the best time for him, but you can't beat Father Time. You really can't.
I don't know, man. Wonder Boy looked pretty good last night.
Well, I mean,
did.
We also gotta like people tend to forget that Tony's facing these fucking monsters, man. Like it's not like he's just facing random people.
Yeah, and I would say they both have different fighting styles, and Tony likes to get hit, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And that last fight against Gaethje was just.
Do you think it changed him?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Khabib even said it. A lot of people even said it. Like, even if you're Tony Ferguson, you take that much damage, it's gonna be hard to come back, especially at his age, older age too.
Do you think he's gonna get cut?
Would it be a surprise? No, but I don't think he would.
I have this ongoing argument with Corporate Steve that he's going to get cut, and Corporate Steve says I'm a liar, and it seems like ever since I first started bringing it up, which was our first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. But till now, it seems like Corporate Steve like went from fuck no to like, okay, maybe.
No, I think I'm with Germ on this one. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think they will. And then, I mean, after what happened last night with Anthony Pettis, I don't know if y'all saw, but he actually is trying to get a fight with Tony Ferguson again.
That'd be a good rematch.
I didn't catch that. Yeah, that was an awesome fight. That's
a good sell, and I mean, why not?
Yeah, that'd be a really good fight since Tony's dropped down in the rankings a little bit. So El Cucuy is your favorite fighter, but do you have any other favorite fighters, Jerm?
I guess we go old school. Not really, but Mark Hunt, probably one of my favorite fighters. Knockout king, walk
Okay.
off.
Okay.
He would always put on a show.
I respect it.
And then probably for the girls, I love Rose. I mean,
Okay.
I hope everyone does.
She looked great her
If
last
not, I'll
fight.
find you. But no, I really love Rose. She's one of my favorite fighters. I think she's
That's
very
dope.
entertaining as far as her fighting style.
Dope. Who did she fight last? Who was it that she looked? It was on Jessica Andrade, right?
Yes.
Dude, she looked awesome. She looked
did.
really, really good. She looked like a whole new fighter.
I mean, let's be honest. Doug has always looked awesome.
Yeah, that's true. But after she got dropped on her head,
But even then, that entire fight, she looked awesome. Like it was
yeah,
just.
yeah,
It's not like she looked bad.
that's true. So,
She's a beast. Let's be honest. She's a beast. She's Doug Rose.
mhm.
Doug Rose.
My man DC. Speaking of, that boy's looking chonk, bro.
Bro, he's looking big.
That boy looking,
bro.
Looking
big.
hefty.
I love it, bro. I'm getting big with him. Fuck it. We got it. Speaking of,
That's a good excuse, actually. Like,
yeah, I know.
"Hey, you're getting big." No, I'm doing it because
No.
my idol.
Have y'all seen DC lately, bro?
Yeah, my idol.
I'm just trying to match that energy.
Cultivating mass, you know.
Hell yeah. So, speaking of my boys, something that we like to do on this podcast, starting last week, apparently last episode, in the last 2 weeks or so, what has been the best meal that you've had? And since we're gentlemen here, we'll go ahead and let our guests go first.
I would probably say my dad, Bono.
Well, no.
He did some really good steaks. He like marinated them in his little balsamic, a whole bunch of different seasonings for like 24
It's a secret though, bro.
hours.
It's a secret though, bro.
I don't know exactly what he did, but they came out super good.
It's
And,
gonna kill you,
just
chinga.
classic sides, some potatoes and whatnot.
Hell
Nothing
yeah.
too crazy.
There's nothing like home cooking, and like I've come to realize that like later on in life,
I'm a
before.
simple man.
I mean, his cooking is really good. For those of you who don't know, like that man can barbecue, bro.
Really good.
John.
Man, I don't know, man. I always struggle with this one. I love food so much, so it's hard to like always pick one.
I'm trying to think of one as we're talking.
Yeah,
so
I
go ahead.
know. I honestly don't know. I would. Me being dumb, I'm gonna say ass because ass is always good.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, I know. I'm totally kidding, guys. I don't need ass. I don't know, man. I love like
18 plus.
I had to.
I'm gonna mark it explicit when I'm editing this.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We're just gonna cut that part out. I'm just
If
kidding.
I'm being honest, dude, I love Mexican food so much. I don't know why, man. I really do. And so like at Mexican breakfast, I honestly can eat that stuff every single day.
Yep.
I was supposed to wake up early and go get barbacoa and menudo for Aubrey since Aubrey's not feeling well, and then I was gonna get some pozole, but that didn't happen.
One of those days.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go bacon, egg, and cheese tacos.
Bro, you can't beat him, bro.
You can't, man.
Especially there's this little lady in back in La Feria named Lupe who makes some badass breakfast tacos.
Wait, do you put salsa, bro?
Yeah, of course, man.
Red or green?
A lot of people hate on the red, but I like the red. But
Thank you.
it just depends
Thank
on what.
Red is for
kind?
breakfast tacos.
What
Like
the
that,
situation is.
red
See,
is for
like,
breakfast tacos.
I feel like the avocado salsa, that's not as good. Like people they overhype that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I get a lot of stuff for that. So try to throw that out there.
I like green salsa on like fajitas or like mini tacos or like something with like actual meat,
Yeah.
If we're going eggs, it's gotta be red salsa, bro.
I mean, I'll be honest. I can do both, but I prefer red with like
Bro,
breakfast tacos.
I can't eat green on like breakfast tacos, bro.
You're getting the wrong
It's
one. Bro.
weird.
I like a little bit of both.
Oh yeah, just dabble, a little bit. Just drip both of them on there.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And you, Mike, what was your favorite meal?
I was hoping you were gonna forget. But actually, I just came up with one. So Friday, what's today now? Today's Sunday. So Friday afternoon, after we got some rest because I just work nights. We went to, so there's two of them. We went to this southerly restaurant, but there's a new location, like over by the rim, like where I live, and it's more of like a little small restaurant. The other one's kind of like a bigger, like a lot more people will fit, and this one's got a lot smaller menu. But I had the Gulf Coast seafood basket, I think, and it came with fried drum, fried oysters, fried shrimp, fries, mac and cheese, and I ate half of it, and then I took the other half home and had it for dinner because we went for lunch. So I had two meals.
The Molina household eating real nice, huh? Eating real good,
bro. Chill. Oh, and then they have like a drink menu, right? And it's called their drink is called the Rooster Biscuit, and I know it sounds funny, right? So
he sent me a picture. He loves this.
So it's an old fashioned, right? Which I love old fashions, and then they serve it with a biscuit on the side. Like that's the drink.
I mean, who doesn't like an old fashioned and a biscuit?
I mean, so I'm assuming old fashioned's a beverage, right? Like an alcoholic beverage.
It's a cocktail.
Yeah. It's a cocktail.
So when it comes to alcohol, I'm like 12 years old. I don't like alcohol. Like
as a 12-year-old should.
Yeah. I don't know why, man. There's times where I kind of wish I did, but I don't. I don't like any alcohol. So if you think you have an alcohol that I may like, let me know.
Here we go. Here we go. I like this.
I'm telling you, dude, I don't like alcohol.
A little boons.
I'm willing to try.
Okay.
But, all right. Thanks for so your favorite meal was like a buffet, right, or something like that? Because you went off.
It was just the whole dining experience.
Yeah.
I love seafood, and I've been craving seafood. Oh, and then we had some
oysters. Really
good. Yeah, it does. Like
we had some oysters, some fried. Some small oysters.
I don't think I'd try that,
bro. You gotta dress them up, right, Jerm?
All day. Tabasco lemon.
Lemon. And I don't even like Tabasco sauce. So
I like that crystal though. That crystal's better than that Tabasco, to be honest.
True.
So now that we got this, food out of the way, Mike's fat as always, but whatever. Jerm, do you have any questions for us? Like coming on to the podcast, do you have anything you want to know or you want to talk about? Like,
I want to get into these past two fight cards these past weeks. Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with last week's. I guess that was 2 weeks ago. That was December 5th, and that was the night that no, I'm sorry.
December 12th.
I'm sorry. We covered that one already. December 12th. That was the night that Davison Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno fought. And
they went to war
as well. Out of that whole main card, other than, of course, the Brandon Moreno and Davison Figueiredo, what fights were memorable for y'all?
For me, Kevin Holland.
Dude, that was crazy.
100%. How could you not say that fight? Like, holy moly. Like, was he on his back, right?
Yeah.
Literally on his back. And
he pushes him off. He kicks him off a little, and then he just pieces him up.
Dude, he found his range and then just swung, and then boom.
Poor Jacare, though,
Yeah, I know, man. You feel
that's
bad.
That's another guy that's really old. That's had a really good career as well, though.
See, talking about the people who might get cut, I think he might be one.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't be surprised from the way that everybody's talking. Yeah, definitely.
But I'm excited for Kevin Holland and what he's going to bring for that division, which is a crazy division already. There's so many matchups you could already put against this guy.
Definitely.
I love the call out, Kazmat. I would love to see that fight as well.
That would be dope.
I think it'd be great because I think they would just talk shit to each other during the fight. It'd be so entertaining.
Hamza would just be there smiling the whole time. I'm gonna smash you.
I mean, honestly, I think we don't know yet, though, right? Like, I feel like we have to wait and see what he does to Edwards.
Edwards
And
would have won a
then
real test.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we'll know how exactly he'll.
What about you,
do
Germ?
that
Are you
division.
on the Hamzat hype train or what?
I mean, you can't deny it. The man's a beast. The
Dude,
man is a beast.
dude, I was like rewatching that knockout with what's his name? Gerald Meerschaert or
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Meerkat?
Yeah. For sure.
Bro, just the power, bro, the sound, and then the way that, I mean, Meerkat's a big dude, bro.
But see, like watching that fight, it reminded me of Aldo McGregor. Like you could tell that Gerald was like he was nervous, like he
Yeah.
off. Like you, and it's crazy, right? Because like you nerves, man. I bet they must play
yeah, bro.
a big role in that shit. Because again, he did look like scared of the takedown,
He really
and
did.
next thing you know, he's out with the
Bop.
punch.
Yeah, I'm excited to see when he gets a real test to see
Yeah,
what will happen.
yeah.
He's gonna bring out
Edwards
wrestling, or he's gonna stay striking.
or Rocky.
We'll see.
That's gonna be a real good test.
But yeah, so I think besides Figueiredo Moreno, Kevin Holland, that performance was
Yeah. The Tony Ferguson Oliveira fight was a bummer, man, because
it must have been heartbreaking for Tony Ferguson fans.
and for
I know.
Jeremy. Like, let me just throw that out there, bro. Watching your favorite fighter
That's
beat
what
like
I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Tough crowd. I mean, it was surprising. I mean, he looked crazy on the ground. I mean, to see Tony just not be able to do anything at all, and that armbar, holy Jesus! Like,
Man.
Fucking say what you want, but man, Tony is a fucking beast, man.
I mean, at least he could still do that, but I think his title shots are just kind of gone. But it's cool to see Oliveira. I mean, he's been in the UFC for a while, like for quite a minute now, and to see like he's kind of come back from losses and
Yeah, he's definitely
make
on a
his way.
tear.
Yeah, make his way to a title shot. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. What was he, like 8 fights in a row now?
Yeah,
It was 8 or 7. One of
Something
those.
like that.
But yeah, he's on a tear. Like he looks good every time.
His like, so he's had problems in the past with like weight cuts, but I mean, he looked good this time. I mean, I didn't.
Well, yeah, but wasn't it because he was dropping down to like 145?
yeah, he was a
Oh,
featherweight.
that's right.
Yeah,
Never
so I
mind.
think that's why like he's comfortable in this
I
division.
forgot about that.
but yeah, man, I think that must have been a tough one for all you Ferguson fans.
Yeah, and I kind of expected it. I'm not gonna lie. It just feels like it's the right time for Oliveira and
Mm.
kind of past the time for Tony.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes sense.
Well, I was about to say, and like we said earlier, like people got to realize like he's up against these top dudes like
Yeah,
Oliveira. He's
the monster.
top 5 material easily, and then obviously
Definitely.
Gaethje, like we saw that one, like same thing. So
hmm
people are acting as though Tony's fighting, fucking 15.
Scrubs.
No,
No, that's not the case.
people
at all.
aren't ranked. Yeah, it's
See,
not
if
the
he
case.
does lose like to a past top 10, then there'll
Yeah.
be some talking for sure. Well, how
Well, I
about yeah, that'll be kind of.
I'm sorry for the heartbreak.
What were you gonna say, Jerm?
Nothing. I mean, just
1 second.
it's crazy. These past 2 fights have been really dominating for the other fighters. So
Yeah, it's tough, man. But
I can hear the small violin in the back.
yeah,
So, speaking about fighters that are like we think we're gonna get cut. Oh man, JDS.
I knew it was coming.
Yep.
JDS.
Yeah, it's
man.
definitely happening.
And I was talking to John before this next fight. Like, looking at Surreal Gone, I was like, this is scary, man. This is gonna be like, this is either gonna be it for JDS or he's gonna barely skip by.
It's a big
And-
dude.
And
I mean, I think I'm just glad he didn't get knocked the fuck out.
me too, man. Me
like
too.
He went down easy, like it wasn't.
Did you see him saying that it was like an illegal elbow and he was like disputing it and all that?
Yeah, I was about to ask, what do y'all think about the stoppage?
No, I thought it was good. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he was also turning away. So, but
And it wasn't like still like low behind the head. I mean, it was still pretty
it was like
pretty
the
high up.
ear, like
Yeah.
wrapping around close to it. But no, I think it was good. And
I think it was clean.
again, I think for me, I'm just glad he didn't get knocked the fuck out. Like,
Me too, man.
See.
Me too. And I'll be the first to say that I am a huge Brandon Moreno fan now, man. Like, holy shit.
bro, I mean, I think everyone is, man. Like, you have to be after that performance. That shit was amazing.
Like, for one, the heart that he showed was awesome. Two, that dude's chin, bro.
Borracho.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, man. And that's because even then, like watching the fight, Davison, bro, he has fucking power. Like, you see the way he fucking throws anything, like, he's the fucking strongest flyweight in that division.
He
hands
definitely
down.
looks a weight class above.
Oh, he
the-
does, man. Like, but yet he still like retains the speed. That's what's crazy is that
Yeah.
he still has the speed. I mean, and for Brandon to just show up and dude, that I honestly
Nobody
for a
expected
second
it.
I was
Nobody
thinking Moreno was gonna get it because of
Same.
that second round, the point.
I think he won 2, 3, and 4. That's how I felt about it.
I
But
personally thought he won the fight, but I mean, thanks to the point, but
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's why I thought he won too. I mean, because of the point. But I mean, even then, the draw. It's just gonna make for an even better rematch.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Which I was telling John. I think I was telling you, right?
Maybe.
I don't think so. Maybe not. I said I think that I think I was telling a coworker. When it comes to the rematch, I think I don't know, man. I think Figueiredo's going to take it, having more time to prepare.
But we got to remember, it goes both ways.
they both had 20 days.
both. Yeah, they were both on the previous fight card.
Yeah, but like Figueiredo in the past, like I mean, he's already missed weight, and then you see him during his weight cuts. I mean, the dude looks rough, bro.
I mean, again, I don't think it's gonna be like that big of a difference because they both had to deal with that, the same time frame. They had the exact same camp. And then I mean, people are gonna say that he had like that stomach virus or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, that too.
I mean,
Do you think that's excuses, or do you think it's like
no, I don't
legit?
think I think he's being honest. But I don't see it playing that big of a role. I mean, if we think about the fight, Moreno was actually able to take him down,
easily?
and he looked good doing so. So I think if he changes that plan, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna adjust shit. So I think it goes both ways. Like had Moreno had a full fight camp and then Davison, the 20 days, then yeah, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we see a big difference. But I think right now it's gonna be hard because they learn from each other. So again,
Definitely.
I don't think it's gonna be Davison wrecking Moreno this second one, but I mean, who knows?
You, Jerm, who do you think takes the rematch?
I think Davison, he just has the slight edge over Moreno, just because of the power. I mean, it really just takes one, and his chin got tested this fight, so who knows if it's going to be the same,
Okay, I could see that. Which that was UFC 256. That was
Well, okay, real quick. So, do you consider it fight of the year? Because I know that was like people were throwing that out there with Wei Lee and Joanna. Yeah.
Both of those fights were so amazing.
I don't think
would-
I'm picking any fight over Whaley and Yana.
See, and I think I would pick this one over that
You would?
because, like, let's be honest. Going into Wei Lee Joanna, everyone thought it was going to be really good. Everyone knew it was going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knew that it was going to be competitive and that they were going to. No one had Moreno lasting this fight.
Yeah, that's true. This one
No
was like
one.
a major
So,
sleeper.
The odds were a little more against them.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, let's be honest. No one thought he was going to make it past first round. Like,
Yeah, I thought he was going to get knocked out.
yeah, and the fact that he did what he did.
We even said it on the podcast for our previous episode. Like we were just like, come on, like figured I was gonna knock him out, like easy, and then here we are.
So
How
yeah,
about that
I
last
think
fight?
it's
What's that?
Mackenzie Dern. What do y'all think about Mackenzie Dern?
Which fight?
Mackenzie Dern?
And what's her name? Yana Roba.
Verna Yandaroba.
That was a good fight. I mean, I was definitely surprised that there was not a lot more jiu-jitsu, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was kind of sad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I was hoping they'd go to the floor. I mean, Dern, her last fight looked amazing and on the ground. So,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Do you think she has any chance of becoming a champion in the strawweight division?
I think that she needs to like get better all around because
well, I mean, not all around. She's already amazing in the grappling department, right?
I'm
stand
sorry.
up.
I think that she needs to complete her game because obviously, her grappling is probably some of the best that we've seen.
It's definitely superior to most.
Yeah,
but
I needed to reword that. Sorry.
Yeah, I think her stand up needs to improve. But even then, man, like she swings
looked good.
different than most female fighters. Like you could tell that she's up there with the elite.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I think she can make a title run. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
There's some
I think she's
killers in
getting
that
there.
division though.
Yeah, there are.
You got Rose, Joanna, Carla, Claudia.
Oh
Tifa,
yeah,
Michelle
and then
Watterson.
Jessica, or did Jessica move up? Jessica moved up, right? Andrade,
Yeah,
she moved up
I
to
think
125.
so.
Yeah. So any other fights you want to talk about for UFC 256?
I actually did want to talk about one more, just really quick.
Go for it,
bro. I love watching Cub Swanson fight.
Oh yeah, how could we not talk about Cub?
Bro, I love watching Cub Swanson fight.
Okay.
He's so fucking. He's a badass, man. Like he's
I forgot about that. I should have pulled it up. I was going to, but I should have. Go ahead.
Nah, I fucking love watching him fight. Like, so I mean, if y'all haven't noticed, I love fucking people who just are gonna stand in the pocket and just throw, like just fucking throw. I love that shit, and it's just my favorite thing to watch. Yeah, dude, and fucking Cub, like that's what he does, man. Like he just fucking goes for it. Like he swings for the fucking fences, and I feel like everyone was against. Like everyone had him losing this fight. Especially with his age, but man, he
was the underdog. Yeah, I mean, he was a plus 145 underdog. So,
I mean, after that first round, it looked like the other guy was going to win.
Yeah,
and he just looked way bigger than Cub as well, and Cub just showed what Cub's all about.
That was nuts, bro. That was nuts.
Cub.
And seeing how pumped he was, like,
yeah.
That just made it. Oh, and then also another one on there. I had wrote it down here, but I forgot to bring it up. The Hanato Moicano and Rafael Fiziev fight. I don't know if you guys watched that one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, that dude has some crazy power, huh? Rafael Fiziev.
I definitely think Moicano's on that list of fighters getting cut.
I wouldn't doubt it.
There's actually another fight on there that I want to talk about.
Go for it.
The Chase Hooper, the very first fight.
Did y'all see that fight? Weird, bro.
Dude,
it was so crazy.
I felt kind of bad for the other guy because he got real emotional. Like,
yeah, I mean, he had the fight in the bag.
Yeah, he did.
And I don't know, just goes to show what grappling and jiu-jitsu does. It's crazy.
It was weird. He just like said, "All right, fuck it, I'm out," and then like dipped down and then got the heel hook, and it was like, what the hell? It was like a really weird scramble. That's how it came out, bro. Sorry, I just went with it.
That was bad.
That's a really
for sure. Chase needs to fix some things on.
Oh yeah,
stand up, but yeah, dude, his grappling's up there.
He needs to tighten it up like Mackenzie Dern.
I mean, he just needs to get with his dad, and they need to hash it out.
Mackenzie's got it tight.
Do y'all know who I mean by Chase Hooper's dad?
Yeah, Ben Askren.
Yeah,
I knew you, man.
That's my what if,
Your what if?
Yeah.
You're a Ben Askren fan?
I was. I mean, I just thought his wrestling was. Well, never mind. I don't want to go on about this guy.
Yeah. I'm sure that one's tough to talk about, but
never mind.
All right, are we done with?
Let's just say he's retired. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Oh man, for those of you who aren't watching, Mike just
dabbed.
Yeah, you just
No,
stab the way Ben Askren did on the ground.
So, did you see the notification that I just got, John?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, awesome. That's awesome. So we don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you gave me that little.
Yeah. All right then.
Okay. So it sounds like we're gonna have a good podcast. So
All right,
256. So can we all agree?
256. So
we're
look,
covered?
yeah. So it looks like we're about to jump to this this recent event. I think the reason I wasn't as hyped for this recent event is because I wanted the year to end with a card like 256. Like that was such an amazing card that's what I wanted to be the final card of the year. So, I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't all that hyped about yesterday's card.
But
it still turned out really, really good.
are there any fights you want to bring up to begin with, or do you want to go through it, or just the main card, or what do you want to do?
I mean, honestly, it was a solid main card. Like that main card was good.
So there was some confusion because initially I had a bunch of fights like written down for the main card, and then I guess they lost a fight and took one out of the main card.
Well, this was supposed to be Chimaev and Edwards, right?
Yeah, but I mean earlier in the week they lost like 2 fights, I think.
Yeah.
And I had a whole bunch of stuff here that was wrong. But speaking on the undercard, Anthony Pettis looked really good, man.
Yeah, he looked better. I mean, he said it, you know, he kind of messed up there in the first round, but yeah, he definitely looked pretty good. And again, I think the call out was great.
Like as Jerm was saying, I mean, that would be a fucking great fight.
It's a good fight for both. Now, what does it mean to the loser? That's the scary part, right? Because I feel like it's the loser of that fight. It's
a lot to lose.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a big drop.
Yeah.
So that's a scary fight for both.
That's if Ferguson doesn't get cut already. I mean, just throwing that out there.
Whoa, bro.
I mean, I don't want it to happen, but I'm just thinking.
It's not helping with the negative vibes. You got to fucking throw positive vibes out there, man.
No, you heard it here first. $5 between me and Mike if he gets cut or not.
Within the next month, a month from today, January 20th.
Nah, if he gets cut, they're announcing that shit soon.
Yeah.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Tony. You're getting cut.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine that shit? Like,
I'd be so fucked up.
Okay, so something I want to speak about, something who I like haven't been a fan of just because of, you know, the history in his personal life or whatever. Greg Hardy.
Bro, no longer the Prince of Chaos, man.
So first round, his striking, he looked really, really great, man. That dude was boxing really, really well. I mean, his feints and his like the way he was connecting on everything. I mean, he looked really, really good the first round. He looked his technique looked a lot more clean compared to, you know, his last fights.
I agree. Like, I think he looked better. Mm-hmm. But one thing that's like kind of freaked me out about this whole Greg Hardy thing is that you look at anyone in any division, any UFC fighter, and everyone looks solid. Like, everyone looks clean, and you can tell with Greg Hardy that he's learning on the go. Like, he's learning every fight. So he doesn't look as clean as everyone else. And again, I'm not fucking a professional in any of these arts or whatever, but even me, like, I can tell that he throws different. Like, it's not as clean as other fighters. So I've always thought that was weird. Like, you know, almost everyone in any division, they have that shit figured out already. And I guess that says a lot about just this dude's like power. You know what I mean? I think that's why he's in the UFC, is because, you know, he has the power to knock out people, even if it doesn't look like the cleanest strike.
Yeah.
He'd fucking punch a hole in me, right? Like, he'd definitely rip off my fucking arm or something.
Yeah.
But that's always like freaked me out, is that, you know, you can tell that this dude's learning every fight, while others, you know, they already have certain things figured out.
Also, like, this dude is a God-given actual athlete. Like, I mean, he was a professional football player for God's sake, you know what I mean? Like, that dude was an actual athlete. And so, like, when you have these crazy high-level athletes, like, it definitely shows. But I'm glad to see him take a loss, only because I feel like it'll no, like, not in a bad way, but I feel like it'll maybe check his ego and have him go back and actually train a little harder.
Well, yeah, especially with the shit he was saying about boxing, saying he was gonna take out
That's what I'm saying. Man.
Tyson Fury and all these elite boxers. Like,
Wait, he really said that?
yeah, man.
Yeah, before like during media week, right?
I mean, but if I'm being honest, he was saying it as though like that's what he wants to do after he conquers the MMA world. So I mean, I think he still knows that he has a long way to go. But yeah, like to say that now is pretty bold for someone who just didn't look that great. But hey, like I said, he'd still fucking kill me. So.
I mean, that guy really just had the breakdown plan of Greg Hardy, just tire him out and take him to the ground. I mean,
well, see, and that's another thing. Is like I don't understand how his cardio is so bad. Like, how did he do football, man? Like,
he uses his inhaler.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, bro.
That's the success, right? He needs a fucking inhaler.
Yeah.
UFC, let him have it.
I forgot about that, bro. That's crazy. They turned that to a no contest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up, right? Just because of fucking
So for those of you who don't know, in Greg Hardy's second or third fight, in between rounds, he asked the judge, the referee, if he could have his inhaler, which in other sports like marathon sports and all that, albuterol is considered like a PED. So this dude hits his albuterol in between rounds, which completely opens up the lungs, which that's obviously going to help his recovery. Hits in between rounds, and like they have this on camera, and everybody's like, "What the fuck's going on? Is this legal?"
Real quick. Shout out to Dr. Mike for the knowledge. That was impressive, man.
That's common knowledge, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't a common.
Yeah, I knew that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, so like marathon runners and like triathlon athletes, bro, they like hide that albuterol, bro. That's a PED. Or like actually Olympic swimmers, bro, before they go out, they'll hit some albuterol.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Shit, man.
Yeah, like people were getting banned for like PEDs, so they turned that fight into a no contest.
Yeah, fucking middle of the fight, just
yeah, it's all
crazy, man.
Wait, how do you feel about Greg Hardy, Jim?
It's cool to see him learn. I mean, I've always wondered what a good athlete would do.
Like how they transition.
Yeah, how they would transition over to an MMA or just the UFC in general. It's kind of cool, but I mean, his ground game is probably.
Dude, Bisping like said it perfectly.
He's like, he just doesn't know what to do. He just
but like he was saying that if you're Tiburo's corner, you got to expect that Hardy is probably the weakest at his ground game, and that's exactly what they jumped to that next round, and it showed. It was crazy.
Yeah,
man.
You can turn that off. You can go worry about that.
But yeah.
Okay, so I need to pull up that fight card.
Well, next was Marlon and Rob.
Was that a fight, man?
Yeah, that shit was fun, right?
I am a big Rob Font fan now because that man throws
he
haymakers.
So strong. Like, let me just throw that out there.
He looks smaller, but his punches seem like it did a lot more than.
Yeah, it did a lot more damage.
Yeah,
and that's good for those of y'all who don't know. Marlon is a scary motherfucker, bro. Like everything he's thrown in the past is terrifying. Even his losses, man. Yeah, dude. And the strongest human on earth.
Yeah, if you look at him, like his shoulders, his arms, he's just insanely ripped. Like it does not look like there should be that much muscle on a dude who's fighting in like 135. Like,
yeah, he's a scary dude, but man, Rob Font fucking brought it to him.
And then to see him get all emotional after, like, good for him, man. Good for him.
Yeah, especially being out for a year, and then I'm sure that ACL injury.
Mm-hmm.
For those of y'all who don't know, I have a torn ACL, so I know what it's like.
Jeez.
I do. I have a torn ACL,
one, bro.
Yeah, no, I currently have a torn ACL and a tear in my meniscus.
He refuses to let it heal.
No, letting it heal. It's surgery. I would need surgery. I don't want to get fucking surgery. Maybe later in life.
So, what was I gonna say? What were we talking about before?
Rob Font.
Rob Font. Okay, Rob Font is part of the New England cartel.
Oh, dude.
who like the I guess the forerunner for that group is Calvin Cater, who January 16th is fighting
Max.
somebody's favorite fighter over
The
here.
best is blessed, baby.
The Bless Express, bro.
So
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, I was about to ask. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, that shit. That's a scary fucking fight for me. All right.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
Hey, that's a fun fight.
I mean,
someone's getting put out, I think.
I tend to downplay Max's performances, but I think that's just me as like, you know, I don't know, man. Like I get scared every time that I see him go out there because I really want him to win. So yeah, that shit's.
He's still a people's champ to me.
Yeah, man. That second Volkanovski fight.
He won.
That's a whole nother conversation, right? But
yeah.
So we'll talk about that some more later. We'll go ahead and break that down. But the next fight was very, very close. I think it could have gone either way. Michelle Pajeda,
yeah.
Pajeda, and Kaylin, aka Chaos Williams.
I mean, I guess.
What do you guys have to say about that?
First of all, how could you not love that stare for like 20 minutes straight before just staring at Michelle Pereira? Like, oh my God. I thought he was going to win just from that. But
yeah, that shit was intense, man.
It was intense.
Like, it didn't look like he blinked either. Like, who the fuck can do that, man? 20 minutes straight, just fucking, yeah, dude. Like, oh, man.
I don't even think he was breathing.
I'm pretty sure I would have been knocked out just from him looking at me like that.
It's like throwing in the flag. I'm done.
Just walk back into
I would have knocked out. Like all that pressure, bro. Yeah. The Ben Askren dad.
So do you guys feel that Michelle Pajeda won that fight?
I don't know, man. That one was just it wasn't like much was thrown. And I feel like Michelle's style really was the reason why it was so close, because Williams couldn't really get in there, you know, as well as he wanted to, because again, Michelle's fucking weird. Like, I mean, for those of you who haven't seen Pereira fight, he's fucking everywhere. Like, he does everything. He throws you everything.
He like break dances while he fights.
Pretty much, yeah. He'll fuck you up with something. So I think that was the only reason it was kind of close. I don't know, man. That was just a weird fight. Jerm, what do you think?
In the third round, I feel like it was 1-1 going to the third round, and I just feel like the 2 takedowns he had at the end kind of just
secured it.
Yeah, for Michelle.
So did you have Michelle getting the first?
I had him getting the second.
Really? I had him the first, and then I had
Williams, or vice versa, whatever. He had one of the rounds. I just wish Chaos would have threw a little more.
But again, I think the only reason, and we'll discuss later, the style, right? Like the style of the opponent really fucked him up.
And another thing is that Michelle Pajeda, like, is the dude's strong, man. So
he's fucking huge.
Landing, and then like the leg kicks too, man. Like, I mean, it adds up, dude. It really does add up.
Yeah, that front kick to the body.
He also looks huge for his division for some reason.
Yeah, he does, man.
He's jacked, bro.
Yeah,
super jacked.
Super young too.
Yeah, bro. Me and him are the same age.
Yeah,
weird.
Crazy.
And then Chaos Williams is y'all's age.
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy to think that these, like, John and I talked about it recently. Crazy to think that people that are younger than us are like going out and doing this stuff.
I feel like Chaos could make some noise in that division, though. I feel like he can knock some people out. Like, I don't think he didn't do too bad, but I think he can make some noise in that division.
What he did to Al Hassan was scary.
Stiff.
That was wild, bro. I was like, this is gonna be a really good fight. I was telling Aubrey, she was sitting next to me, and then I turn around and all I see is
there's too many poses today, bro.
Okay, I'll stop. I'm having too much fun with them, bro.
So if you are listening to us, make sure you go watch us on YouTube so that you can see Mike's poses.
You can see all of my demonstrations.
All his Ben Askren dabs.
Yeah, definitely. Or let me just remind you guys, we are on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we are on iTunes. Apparently, we're on Google Podcasts. I didn't even know it does it by itself. Um, we have a Facebook. We don't have a Facebook. We have an Instagram and we have a Twitter. So if you guys want to connect with us, go ahead and follow. Anyway.
So next fight.
Yeah.
The King of Rio
Yes, sir.
and the King of Cheetos.
So I'll be the first to say it. I've never been a really big Aldo fan. I've always respected what he's done in his career, which is crazy. But I've never been a big fan. So going into this, seeing a guy like Cheeto, going up against Aldo, who's like on the come up, I was really rooting for Cheeto, man. I really wanted him to get that W, but Aldo's still like at this age, he's on a
and at this weight division,
he dropped a weight division. He is on just another level, man.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was that big of a difference. Like, I think it was a close fight. I mean, I thought it was split going into the third. Yeah. And then Aldo just did the smart thing. Like, I mean, as much as I fucking hate it, because I hate when people do that, you got to respect it because he's smart enough to do it. And again, like,
did what he had to do.
He did what he had to do. He's fucking older. He dropped in weight. Like, that's tough as it is. So you have to respect it. But
I guess I need to like elaborate more. So like a more experienced fighter, an older fighter would have. So yes, Cheeto, the first round was like, okay, well, Aldo, and then he adjusted. Cheeto adjusted, and then he started getting better throughout the fight, and then Aldo did what he had to do the third round. In a 5-round fight, who knows what would have happened? But I feel like a more experienced fighter would have adjusted faster. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you, but a 5-round fight would have been very interesting because.
Oh yeah,
we've seen Aldo, decline in the later rounds at that weight division. He does not look nearly as good as he does in the first few. So
that would have been fight was terrible. That Piotr Jan fight was terrible, man.
And I feel like the same thing with Aldo too. Like I feel like ever since the McGregor, like people kind of thought of him differently, and like after that he just fought. I mean, Max Holloway twice. He's fought like all the top guys. So I feel like. People kind of forget how good he is.
Yeah, exactly.
God bless you. Aubrey's feeling a little under the weather, guys. So we'll go ahead and wish her some good vibes.
Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you.
The guy said bless you.
Oh, you're talking about that video, right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The football player.
Yeah, the football player who fucking sneezes.
Hey, man.
Bless you to himself and thank you to himself. Bro, that's
gotta support yourself, dude.
So how do you guys feel about that Aldo fight? I mean,
I think the call out was good. Dillashaw. It was a good
call out. I love that call out as well.
I would love to see that. I would absolutely love to see that. Then see Aldo smash Dillashaw.
You're not a Dillashaw fan?
I'm not a fan of cheaters.
Oh, I get you.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, that one's tough. But I like that he's been like, because I don't like Dillashaw. I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly like that he's been so honest. Like he owned up to it. Like he
did. He put that video up on Instagram like immediately after.
Yeah, like no excuses. He owned up to taking that shit. So
yeah,
I mean, good on him. But I think it's a good call out for Aldo.
When is it? January, right? He's out of jail.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think that I don't think they should give him like a title fight or an immediate contender fight. I think like let him. Well, I guess Aldo is a contender, but let him fight Aldo, man. Aldo.
I would love to see that fight. Be a really good fight.
Definitely.
Bro, I just the one thing that like I don't understand with Aldo is why has he gone away from the leg kicks?
That's his bread and butter, bro.
I mean, it was his bread and butter. He hasn't done it in forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I love those body shots.
Yeah, dude, those body shots are dope.
Yeah.
Fucking hits it. Oh man, that shit's cool. But
his leg kicks.
But even then, the leg kick, man, like you hear it every fucking time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Tear down a fucking tree. But again, he's gone away from that, and I don't know, man. I miss the leg kicks. I hope he incorporates them a little bit more. especially with someone like Dillashaw, who's Dillashaw throws everything, dude.
He's got a really complete game.
Yeah, he
I,
does.
I like seeing Dillashaw fight. I think his style is really really cool
It's
to see.
very. It's entertaining.
I enjoy watching Dillashaw. I mean, I don't not like the guy. I mean, but I don't mind at all.
Yeah, but I feel like that's.
Yeah.
There are a lot of fighters like that, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like them, but sometimes you enjoy their performances.
Definitely. And speaking of somebody's performance who I really, really enjoyed, and I always enjoy watching, Wonder Boy, man. Wonder Boy looked fantastic last night.
Yeah, so we were talking about earlier how Pereira and Williams, how that was like a tough matchup for Williams because he was trying to, it was tough to get to the fighter. That's exactly what happened with the Thompson Neal fight. Dude, Neal he couldn't figure him out. And I mean, I understand why. That's what sucks about this fight for Neal, is that it's a big setback because I mean he wasn't ranked too high, but it's like you need to understand that Thompson's tough for anyone in that division.
Yeah. People have been writing him off. Some people think that Wonder Boy is washed up, but no way, bro.
Do y'all think that the headbutt kind of changed the fight a little bit just because the cut?
Nah, I don't think so, honestly.
No.
I want to say yes, but at the same time, I want to say no because they both got cut. It would have been different.
Well, I mean, Neal's was worse though, but
yeah.
I don't think it would have changed the fight. I just felt like I think it would have been better for Neal because I think his eye was really bad towards the end. I don't think he probably could have seen out of it. But I don't think they would have gotten cut, either of them, in the fight at all. So I felt like I would have liked to see a cleaner fight. But then it felt like Neal wasn't even doing anything. Like he was just getting pieced up.
Well, I think had we seen Thompson decline, like his cardio and like his movement decline, then maybe. But dude, that even with the fucked up knee in round 5, that dude moved so well. Like, he's fucking limping to the corner, and then like as soon as that 5th round starts, he like instantly just changes. Like, dude, that's insane for that. Fighters can do that shit. Like, just put the pain past themselves and just push on forward. It's crazy.
His
5 rounds, good.
So like the best way that I could put it is like Wonder Boy was incredibly slippery, like, and it was by close. I mean, his technique is crazy. Like, he just barely slips out and moves away and finds these weird angles to escape.
It's that drunken master style, right? Like, you just
seriously.
can't fucking figure him out, man.
Yeah, seriously, man. And like the dude looked great, man. For about to be like 38 years old, he still got it, man. And it's really, really awesome.
I would like to see him get a shot for the belt if he could get a couple more wins.
Yeah, I think he definitely deserves a fucking top opponent now. Like, he's taking out, some bottom rank. What was it, Luque, and now Neal. So I think he deserves someone top 5 at least. And I honestly didn't think his call out of Edwards was all that bad. Like, I thought it was a good matchup. Edwards completely dismissed him, and then he fights someone who's unranked.
Yeah, because Edwards got scared after they take.
Ranking. Yeah, exactly. Edwards wasn't happy that Thompson called him out because Thompson was below him in rankings. Mind you, Thompson was 6, something like that, and Edwards,
I think,
right, I don't know, the 5. So Thompson's 5, Edwards is like 3, 4. He's mad that Thompson's calling him out, and yet he takes a fight with an unranked opponent.
Well, I think 15. Yeah,
but I think he messed up by not taking Thompson, and that still would have been a good fight. But
that would have been a great fight, man.
But yeah, I hope Thompson gets someone top 5
like
at least.
Call out Thompson's.
Yeah, I mean a rematch, right? I'm sure Masvidal wants to get it back. So
Masvidal was like on a recent interview or something like that.
Well, yeah, he said in the past that he wants to fight him again because he wants to get back that.
Let's avenge that loss, which
that was one of my most memorable cards for me of all time.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was still getting into MMA at that point, and I believe I saw it in San Diego, and I guess just everything was right. I remember Paulo Costa fought Johnny Hendricks. Of course, I think we all know what happens there.
Oh yeah.
Steven Thompson, of course, fought Masvidal. Kind of looked the same like this fight. He kind of just touched him up, and Masvidal couldn't really figure him out. And then, of course, the Rose and Joanna fight, the first one. Jesus, that's probably one of my favorite moments of all time.
That was awesome, bro.
Like I had never seen like a woman's fight, like someone get knocked out, and like that was just really cool for me. Like I was just like, Jesus.
And she
like,
did it in
that-
style, right? She knocked her
Yeah,
down twice.
Twice.
Yeah, man.
Twice.
Joanna
And no one
didn't
is
know
expecting that.
like, what had hit her.
It was.
Joanna didn't know what to do. Like, it
Well,
was
and just all the
crazy.
smack talk too, leading up to the fight.
Oh, and then the prayer, right? She was-
Yeah, that Joanna's crazy. And this card had 3 title fights, and the next one was T.J. Dillashaw and Cody Garbrandt. And they had the
Oh
tough,
yes. So that was
the-
where all the champions lost, right?
yeah, all the champions lost. And that was when they had the tough series too. So I was watching the Ultimate Fighter when they were both coaches, and like Cody Garbrandt like grabbed TJ's neck and all that stuff. And then of course GSP's comeback. I mean, who doesn't
That was
love some
amazing,
GSP?
bro. That was amazing.
And literally putting Michael Bisping to sleep. I mean, that guy's a legend. So
Dude, it's crazy how big GSP was at that weight division, bro. He was freaking huge.
huge.
I mean, you could tell he was winded too, but man,
He
he
was
looked
zonked.
good. He was zonked.
But yeah, that card was really fun for me.
So we can all agree that, you know, Wonder Boy looked great, but Jeff Neal it was a bad matchup. So
I mean, I don't think
let's do.
I am glad Neal got the fight though, because he's definitely gonna learn from it. And I mean, say what you want, but fucking Neal still looked okay. Like he looked good. I mean, it's just again, it's tough for anyone to figure out Thompson. But yeah, I liked the card. Like again, I wasn't even really looking forward to it because I still would have preferred 256 to be the final card of the year. But yeah, but it was still a really good main card.
Okay. So going forward from here, guys, there is a couple good fights before the next actual pay-per-view event, which it's weird. They're gonna have a fight night on the 16th of January. They're gonna have a fight night on the 20th, and then they have the pay-per-view on the 23rd of January. I guess they're making up for taking a couple weeks off or something. I'm not sure, but there's 4 events in January, and they're all after the 16th. Crazy. So let's talk about that 16th. We have, let's see who's on this card.
Do you have a number for that card?
UFC Fight Night, Holloway versus Cater is all it says.
Okay.
So some notable names on the card. Let's see.
Yeah, they haven't. I don't think they finished up that card.
Beth Correa's gonna have her last fight with the UFC on that card. Tim Elliott's fighting. Justin Tafa's fighting, an up-and-comer.
Akhmedov was pretty good for the co-main. I mean, he's not like a star, but he can throw some rounds.
Juliana Pena and Sarah McMahon. And then of course let's talk about the main card. John, we'll go ahead and let John.
Fuck off. I don't want to talk about this, man.
On,
Look, all I
bro.
know is okay, look, if Holloway fucking wins, then he deserves another title. Like I think fucking Cater's a fucking beast, and again, winner of this deserves title shot. Plain and simple.
Is there someone fighting Volkanovski already for the belt?
No, they haven't
Do
even
they have?
finished it.
They don't have someone set
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. They said
Who?
T City's gonna be next. They've like verbally agreed to it.
Bro, you know the UFC.
Really?
Bro, look, so my thing is like they say T City. Imagine Cejudo agrees to something. They'll definitely put Cejudo over T City.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh,
I'm fucking
They
scared
are
of
planning Brian Ortega. That's weird. Okay.
bro.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go for it.
Nah, I'm fucking scared for this fight because my boy Max. But honestly, I'm scared every fight. So
Calvin Cater's been on a tear, bro.
yeah, he's looked good.
And he's a really, really good fighter.
I mean, it'll be interesting with it being a 5 5-round event.
And then another thing, where's Zabit, bro? Like, where's Zabit been? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Like, Cater just lost to Zabit before he beat
the
Ige.
Rona.
Yair too. They were supposed to fight, and then Yair got suspended again.
So stupid, bro. So stupid. Send me a location. No. So weird. Okay, so let's move up to the next pay-per-view. We got UFC 256. Who's on that card? Shane Burgos versus Hakeem Dawoda. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. That's gonna be a good one. Otman Azatar. I don't know if you guys know who he is or have seen him fight.
I'm not sure.
Him and his brother Abu Azatar. They're from Morocco, and dude, these dudes are badass. Otman Azatar. He's I want to say he's 145. And that dude has like finished almost every fight that he's had within like a round or like a minute or two. The dude's crazy. Adnan Azatar, remember that name. Amanda Hebus is fighting Marina Rodriguez. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to that one. Joanne Calderwood's fighting Jessica Ai. That's gonna be good. And then the main card. Let's talk about it. And we'll go ahead and start wrapping up after this.
So Dustin Poirier against Conor McGregor. 2. It's a very interesting matchup. I think Poirier's a completely different fighter from the first time that they fought, and I think the move up in weight division has really helped.
He looks big, dude. He looks really, really big.
But are they fighting at lightweight? Because it says here lightweight bout, but I thought they had agreed to 170.
I want to say it's lightweight. But
I mean,
like they had agreed to 170 initially, and then Conor McGregor like came out and was like, okay, like lightweight's the move.
It's tough, man, because you know that Conor took that first one, and Conor's looked good this entire time. Like, you know what I mean? Like
at the same time, it's like it's hard to judge though, man, because how many fights has he had since that fight?
Yeah.
Or I say over the last couple years. Like he fought Cowboy. Who else?
Floyd.
Cowboy, Khabib.
In the UFC. Just Khabib and
Alvarez, Aldo, all that was after Poirier.
Yeah, like that's like starting 2016 till now. Like he really hasn't had that many fights, and
but again, like in every performance, he's looked solid other than Khabib, which the same thing for Dustin, right? Like,
yeah,
Dustin's looked pretty solid other than Khabib. So
who do you think takes that one, Jerm?
Man. I have to agree with John that Poirier is probably not the same fighter at 144. He's definitely not the same fighter at 145, and I feel like he probably has a little more power. Wouldn't it be something to see Conor McGregor get knocked out, though?
Bro, that'd be insane.
And I feel like Poirier can do that. Insane. I feel like this guy probably one of the hardest hitters in the division.
But I think the same can be said about Conor.
Yeah,
one of the hardest hitters in that division. You know,
I think it's gonna be a scrap, bro.
Few fights, but bro, he's shown that he has power, man.
Yeah, left hand is.
Okay, so let's say start of the fight, Poirier just takes him down.
Yeah, I mean that's a good game plan for him.
Where do we go from here, though? I'm sure Conor's working on his ground game because I'm sure Conor already thinks that he.
Well, I mean,
he did some takedowns.
I was about to say, Conor showed that he's worked on his ground game.
I don't think he's that bad on the ground for what people say.
Yeah, he's absolutely not. I think anyone who goes up against Khabib is bad on the ground, right? Like,
yeah, that's true. It's like DC was saying whenever like they were like sparring, he's like, nobody that fights 155 should be this strong, and that DC was like having trouble picking Khabib off of it. Like,
bro, I know you just wanted to talk about your man DC.
Look, I'm
just have to bring him up.
I'm just gonna break it down real quick. Anytime I get to talk about DC on this show, it's gonna happen. So,
Stipe, baby,
nice purple shirt last night, bro. I love that purple shirt last night, DC. I know you're watching.
All right,
whatever.
He's too busy, man. He's too busy. He has his own show.
Speaking of, I want to take this time. I want to take this time to formally, on camera and everything, say thank you to John for one of the best, awesome gifts I've ever received.
Oh shit! Should I go get mine too? All right, I'll be back.
Okay, so this man, John.
He left.
Since
I don't know if you want to wait.
I'll wait. We'll wait for him to get back. And then we gotta wrap up.
I could still hear you. How
we gotta wrap up after this.
What's the time? What's the time?
Running.
How far in?
It's almost 2:00.
How far in are we though?
I don't
Oh,
know.
do we know? No, we're good, bro. All right.
So John sent me one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. And it happens to be,
There it is. That's
I
good.
can see it right. This is a Tops
Put it closer.
Daniel Corn. I don't think it'll pick it up though.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not-
I gotta get like right here. There we go. A Tops DC Daniel Cormier autographed card. As many of you know, I'm a nerd. I love collectibles. DC's my favorite fighter. So this right here. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. And
Thank
then
you so
so
much.
what Mike got me, I'm sure you all already know. My boy Blessed.
Let's see.
I'm gonna be hugging the shit out of this whenever he's fighting.
That looks sick.
I mean, I'll be honest. So I had seen this before, and I was like, "Oh, it looks a little weird, right?" The online, bro. Seeing this in person, it's actually really sick. And then it even has like the you can change the heads, and he's like all fucking yelling, bro. It's dope. And it says 8+. I'm 12, so it fucking is perfect for me.
There we go. The belt also.
Nah, bro. I don't like the belt.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
Yeah, they need to remove this because.
no. They knew that he was still the champ, so they threw the belt.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say.
No, it's a little too heartbreaking to see the belt there. But yes,
Well,
thank you, Mike.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
And then Jeremy, Mike and I, we got you that picture frame with Khabib
With
versus-
your favorite photo, yeah.
In the Wolverine suit.
yeah.
Mhm.
We got you the Wolverine gloves.
Yeah. So guys, do you guys have anything else? Because we're running. Corporate Steve says we're running a little late.
So like we've said in other podcasts, we're pretty fucking nerdy. We like a bunch of nerdy shit. One thing I want to bring up. So season finale of Mandalorian. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it.
I haven't seen it. I'm 2 episodes back.
I loved it. I thought it was great. The Jon Favreau, amazing writer.
I would love to talk about it. We haven't seen it yet.
Yes. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, for those who haven't seen it, go watch it. That's something I want to bring up because I'm a fucking nerd. Go watch it. There you go.
Germ?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, lastly, I just want to say thank you, Jeremy, for coming on to our show.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Next time you come on, we'll go ahead and get a face cam for you situated, supplied to you by SmeshBros Podcast. But
Shit.
we can
Send one to every guest.
I know. That's exactly
No,
what I was
doesn't-
like. You're making that. It sounds like you're making that promise.
no, this
All
is
right,
only
guys,
for,
you heard it.
Podcast,
You
guys.
heard it here
You get a
first.
camera.
yeah, but you got to come pick it
On
up.
the
though. That's why-
podcast.
You got to come pick it
y'all,
up.
Free camera.
You got to come pick it up at our headquarters, though.
Michael said that though.
At our headquarters.
Mike said it, not John. Bro, just wait. People are gonna
It's
be
a-
willing to go get it.
It's a loner. It's a loner.
Don't forget to hit that
it's not a
subscribe
perm.
button.
Yeah. Thanks, Germ. Like, subscribe, follow, share, whatever
Ring
you
that
want, man.
bell.
Bing bing. So this is gonna release Wednesday, which is in what's that? 23rd? Yeah, 23rd. That's 23rd. This will be us Christmas present. We gift you a podcast episode. And our next episode will be coming out on the 6th, January 6th, which on that one we're probably gonna go ahead and need to bring somebody else on, or Germ again, or whoever wants to come on and talk about something else, because there's not going to be very much MMA between now and January 16th.
Well,
So-
this is where we get to talk about all the nerd shit. So
Yeah,
if
so-
y'all are nerdy as fuck like us,
Next
make
episode,
sure to hit us up.
we're gonna have a full on nerd podcast next episode.
Germ, are you a nerd?
I mean, depends what you call a nerd.
Bro, a fucking nerd who's just bro, this morning
It's
I
too
have
cool to be a
I have a
nerd.
routine. Every fucking Sunday, I get on my phone right as soon as I wake up and I read fucking manga, bro. That's fucking nerdy.
We got a nerd over here. Which Attack on Titan comes out in a few minutes. I gotta watch that later.
I mean, I play Smite, so it's pretty lame. So, I mean, I guess throw that in there.
You're like a bottom tier nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like an entry
Low
level
tier.
nerd.
Yeah,
D tier.
Okay, so well, thank you guys. It's been awesome. Thank you, Germ. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jeremy.
You guys
Happy
wanna say
holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. Yeah. I'm sure I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon.
Yes,
Stay
sir.
safe.
All right, man.
Sanitize.
Wear your fucking mask.
Hey, you got to do it. You got to do it. Remember, we end every episode the same way.
I'm Mike.
And I'm John. And then Jeremy, you can say, you.
And I'm Germ.
There it is.
Thank you for tuning in to SmeshBros Podcast.